Hello everybody, welcome back to the weekly analysis video. I've decided I'm going to do this video every single week, break down the trades I took the previous week and show you my potential ideas for the following week. I think in the last video, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I went over last week's analysis, 2 weeks ago even, and then this week I'm going over the analysis from the week that's just been. So all the trades I've taken from the Monday to the Friday, I'm going to go through in today's video. I did actually share a lot of these trades in my Telegram group, link in the description, and I go down into more detail from these trades in my mentorship group, which is also in the description down below. But with that said and done, let's get into the video. I'm not going to go into huge detail on the trades because obviously that is for the paid content, because you know a lot of the stuff on my YouTube channel, if you want to learn to trade, you can go watch my older videos, because I used to go through quite a lot of stuff on those videos. But I kind of doing a brief overview of the trades I've taken, why I've taken them, and what we can see price do into the next week. If you remember last week, we had these EU shorts. I mentioned it at this top level here, and when I actually said it in the last video, I said that if price holds this level here, that we were going to drop down to my extended target, which was this level down here. And I'll put a screenshot up here because I did screen record again my take profit being hit. You guys liked that in the last video, screen recordings of my live trading to show that it is real on MT4 and I'm not just doing it on TradingView. So this target was hit to the absolute pip. So you can see here my take profit was 1.2277, and that was just hit to perfection. You know, it went down like 0.00001 pip below the level, but it was just perfection. You see the first target we wicked in, came back up, but you know I knew price was going to come down to the second target, which I called on my Twitter and in the previous video last Sunday, and then the target was hit to the pip. So if you took this trade, then free money for you, anyone that followed my trade from the video. GU, not gonna lie, I'm not just gonna say it's all wins. I did take a loss on GU here. I did enter a short position, but like I said in the previous video and in my Telegram group, price was gonna come up to 1.329, and you know we pretty much came up to that level, this level here, and then we dropped from there. Just a bit of an early entry on this one. Didn't realize what was above, which you know could have got us an even better entry and could have avoided a loss on this trade. But with GU now, you know, if we actually come back to this level, this is the only level where I could see GU selling off from now, because if we go up even higher, you know, we're in this long downtrend and we're starting to see some sort of bullish momentum. So if price does continue with this bullish momentum, then I do see some further upside. Whereas if we hold this level here, then I do see price making another drop down. But with this one, we do have imbalanced areas to fill. So we could see price come down first before making another move to the upside. GA, I was looking for price to hold above 1.85, and you know, it didn't do that. We broke below, tested it a couple of times, and then the last candle was a nice drop. So we have actually had quite a lot of bearish action here on GA. Going into what you guys want to see, which is obviously gold. So we're going to go into this now, and I will pull up my Telegram quickly so you can see this was the 8th of December, so this day here, when price made this drop, I sent out a sell limit. So if you look at the sell limit, you know it's not edited or anything here. Sell limit 87, stop loss at 1790 with target 1775. So this is this one here, you know, entry 87, profit level, let's change that to 1775, stop loss 1790. So 1 to 4, which I did send on the 8th. And then after that, because obviously we already had an order in place, I didn't want to send another signal for a buy. So I literally just said, I'm buying up to this level. I was pretty much buying up to the 1787 sell limit area, so then our sells could hit the target pretty much. And as you see, price came back. We had like 4 wicks into the area, so even if you missed when I said I was buying up, you could have just got in on one of those wick rejections which came down into the area. Price came up, and you know, it originally wicked into the area, as you can see this wick here, and a lot of people didn't get tagged in. It only actually went to 1786.99, but then the next morning we did actually see price come up and wick in to the 87.4. So we had 4 pips drawdown on this trade and then hit our TP for 120 pips. So if you go down here, you can see the buys hit the TP just here, boom, and then boom, the drop down with the sniper entries on this trade. And yeah, if we look down here, you can see melted, and then it bounced off of target. Just perfect targets once again, as you've seen on the EU one and the gold one just now. And then obviously this trade here was a 1 to 3, the buy on the way up, and the drop down was a 1 to 4, so a nice 7% from the gold group this week from just 2 trades alone. You know, you only need 1 or 2 trades a week, and people will join the signals and they'll be like, oh, I want 5 signals a week, I want at least 1 a day. But if you're a real trader and you're a realistic trader and not just someone that's going to try and get rich quick because they've seen another signal provider offering 10 a day, you know, I'll put a screenshot up here of my results this year. You know, we've had 2 losing weeks for the whole year. So I think it's been 49 weeks or like 50 weeks this year already, and only 2 of them have been losing. So that means I've had 48 profitable weeks or 47 profitable weeks this year in the signal group with only 1% risk. You know, we're making 15, 20, I think one of them was like 35% in 1 month in the gold group, just trading gold alone. I don't rush my trades. No matter what people say, I want more signals, I'm not going to change my trading for what people pay me for. Like, if you're paying for my signals, then you clearly want to follow how I trade. So I'm not going to send a signal for the sake of it if I'm not actually trading that area. So you see I sent 2 trades this week, both hit TP. We have like 1 or 2 losses a month pretty much. Usually we close out in profit or TP gets hit. As you see here as the example, you know, we took this gold trade. Remember I said about this gold trade we could see New York or Tokyo highs being taken. The New York highs were taken here and then we did drop. Very nice trade still. This trade here, TP hit 3%. This trade here, TP hit 4%. This trade here, TP hit. But I didn't actually send this one because it wasn't the CPI news. I don't like to send signals around the news events because you know what a lot of traders are like that follow signals. They want to get rich quick. They want to over leverage their account to try and make loads of money because they've seen the last 2 trades win. And say I sent a news signal and I was wrong, they're over leveraged now. They'd either lose all their gains or lose their whole account because they're like, well, he's winning all the trades. He sent another one, it's going to go right. So that's why I don't like to send so many signals. And also that's why I don't like to trade news in the signal group because, you know, when news events happen, like you see this 1 hour candle here, we've got around, you know, 110 pips in 1 hour candle. And that happens quite quickly when it's a CPI news or an FOMC or an NFP. And people can blow their accounts very quickly. So I obviously didn't want this to happen. So I just entered myself. I put a screenshot up here of my entry and I only had a 10 pip stop loss. And you know, this one was 20 pips, this one was 30 pips. I only usually have small stop losses in gold. Like you see these signal providers, 70, 80 pip stop losses. It's just ridiculous. Like your risk to reward is just horrendous. Like say you got a 60 pip stop loss, you make 180 pips, that's 3%. I got a 10 pip stop loss, I make 180 pips, that's 18%. Would you rather someone that makes 18% from one trade, that's 180 pips, or someone that makes 3%? I know which one I'd rather do. Because, you know, say you're trying to pass a funding challenge, you won't be able to do that with like 60 pip stops. You have to catch so many big moves. And especially as you've got a time restraint on those challenges. But yeah, what we can see for gold now is we do obviously have this big imbalance area here. So we could see price come down into this area before creating a move higher. But we do actually have some further downside potential of around 1761 to take out this New York low. However, we do also have the levels up here. You know, we've got 1800, which we could come back to. You know, we've got big imbalance here. You could even say it all block, you know. Don't know how most people trade nowadays. Don't know if they're on that old smart money. Institutional trading. People thinking like they're trading like the banks. It's quite funny, really. But yeah, overall, it was a very good week trading. You know, we took that 8% win on EU. and we made big percentages on gold. You know, we had 7% from these two trades alone and around 12% on this one, but that was a news trade, so that, you know, it's a bit, yeah. And then we took that one loss on GU as well. So overall, over 15% profit, something like that, 15-16% profit overall. Decent week trading, very nice. Coming up to Christmas now, you know, the markets could get a lot slower, especially like the week before Christmas. I think the markets will be a lot slower, but hopefully we do still see some trades so I can make these update videos for you and also make some money for the Signal Group. You know, I was expecting December to be slow, but we're up 7% in the first week of December. I mean, that's not very slow. That's pretty good going. And I'm happy with the results. You know, even if you make 7% in a month, that's pretty good trading still. You know, a 100k account, you're making 7 grand. That's like double minimum wage, or the average salary even, or triple it, if you've got a funded account. So yeah, decent week trading. And if you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more weekly analysis videos, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.